Miranda, I know part of your background is as a glass worker.
Mm.
How do you think that training has influenced the way you shape the world?
Glass is an amazing medium. It is so beautiful to work with. I didn't work in the hot shop. I tried once. It was too hot for me. Genuinely, I just don't. I can't. The pressure of it, but it's amazing to watch people handle glass in that way. But the way that I handled it was very considered. It won't surprise you. And I would make what I wanted to make out of wax, the sculpture. Then I would surround it with plaster, steam the wax out, and then put the resulting plaster mold into a kiln, and I would take, interestingly, recycled glass from the hot shop that they had discarded when they were making stuff. I would use that stuff and I'd put it in the mold and then turn the kiln on, and when I open the mold later, inside is the sculpture. So I'm working on something cold and I can work in incredible detail. And then I'm using recycled glass, so that means that when the pieces melt together, you just don't have a sense beforehand of what's going to happen. It's completely magical.
Right.
When something comes out of gosh, I'm so excited about this subject still after all these years. Funny. When something comes out of a mold, because of the wax that you were working in, the surface of the glass before you start is completely opaque, or almost completely opaque. And it's only when you cut into it that you can see these universes of color inside from this melted glass. And for me, that informed so much about how I think about, so many things. The first thing I come to think of is that there's an expression and that American glassmakers have, which is funny, which is if you can't make it good, make it big. If you can't make it big, make it red. If you can't make it red, make 100. A joke about how glassmakers can get noticed, and kind of a bit of a joke about some of the famous American glassmakers who are like, yeah, here's this enormous
Chihuly is that how you say his name?
Right, Del Chihuly. I mean, his stuff is
it's like it's all big, it's
massive.
not all red, but there's a lot of it.
Yeah. And so I went in completely the opposite direction, and my sculptures got smaller and smaller and smaller until they would just fit in the palm of my hand. And so that gave me a lot of respect for things that were very small, and that things that were very small could contain something that felt massive, something that felt like the pictures that are coming now from those spacecrafts that we're sending out.
The James Webb
right.
telescope.
Yeah. And this is what they look like inside, these tiny things. It was kind of awe-inspiring, really, to cut them open and see. And none of that is me. That's just what happens when the heat and the glass meet each other. So it taught me a lot about scale, which is relevant to these small pieces in the book. And it taught me a lot about, what's hidden and the kind of larger echo of something small, I think.
We'd love to have you as a subscriber. Just hit that subscribe button.